want to show you how to play Piano Man by Billy Joel. If you want the letter notes for that, go to LetterNotePlayer.com. I have them there for you. Let's just start right in and work our way through this. We start off with a D7 chord, a D minor 7 chord here. D minor with a 7th on there, D, F, A, C. That's the first chord. And then we're going to have G sharp, A, C, E, G, F sharp, E, F, E, D, D sharp, D, C sharp, C. So you're going to work down. You're going to work down chromatically. Now, when you get to here, you're going to be better off to have middle finger, thumb, middle finger, thumb. Up here, you're going to be better off to have a ring finger, middle finger, index finger, thumb. So I play that with finger, and I go G sharp with the index finger, thumb underneath. And so, and then we're going to go to a diminished sound in there, with a B. So it'd be like a diminished sound on B diminished, but you got B on top. And then up here we're going to play you're going to have A sharp, B, C 3 times. And you can do that. You can go slowly and speed up. Either way you want to do it. He does it 3 times. And then you go to a G, G sharp, A, D, D sharp, E. Then you go D, D sharp, E, G. So the whole thing is. And then what I do is I change the setting here to a piano pad setting. Now you can make it sound however you want it to sound. I don't really get a good harmonica sound on there, but I get a little bit of a twinge to it. Show you what we're doing right there. We're going E, G, F and A, E, G, D and F, E, F, E, C, C, A and C, 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 D, 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 E, F, E and G. Again, D, D. There's where the harmonica kicks in. So you're just playing in thirds there. Then singles E, F, E, C, C, thirds A and C. Then C, A, E, F, E, C, C. And then for the arpeggios, C, E, G, C. Then we go to an F chord. So you're going to go from a C chord to an F chord to a C7. Then do it back, then we do tenths right there, F, E, D, and we'll go A, G, F, back to it again, and you put the chords right, the arpeggios right after it. So the arpeggios on the F is just C, F, C, F, and C, G, C, G on the C7. Practice it hands separately, you can. If you start to get mixed up. Now I'll go slowly through that so you can see it. Oh, the bass, I forgot to talk. It just walks down. Now he's doing some extra stuff in there because he's not playing all the other instruments too, so he's got some other things with his right. So I'm not sure what he's doing there with the right hand, but his bass is walking down. C, F, C7, C chord, F chord with F in the middle, C in the bass, C7, C major 7, and then, so you got a C major 7, C, E, G, B. When you add that B to it, it gets that major 7 sound. So here it is slowly. We've got the melody that comes in. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. So you got F, G, 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 F, E, F, E, C, 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 D, D, D. He puts a riff in there, D minor. So I play an F and A, A, B, F and G. So you've got that, and so when you come to it, back to E, F, G, G. There's a man there sitting next to me, and he's getting into his drink right. And then we just end with a C, E, and G, C, E, G, and G, and then we go right back into the interlude, into that opening thing. End it with chords, see? F chord, and then we come in with the second verse. Now he changes the verses, he changes the rhythm on each verse a little bit. The second verse, he comes in up an octave. He starts off down here, but, and then he goes up. What I have to do, because I'm playing already right there, I go up an octave for that second verse. Then I bring it back down an octave so it'll sound like it's his voice regular there. So we've got a C chord. Drop down. And this is da-da-dee. That la 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 la, and that's A B C B A B C B B flat A G, and to get into that you've got C chord, and it walks down B A G F sharp F A G F sharp F keeps going down right there as we go to. Let me go ahead and tell you that you got G and B, then B and D, then C and E, and D and F, all thirds right there. So we got. Sing us a song, Mr. Piano Man. So you got that G. And I put a little riff in there, A, B, G. He does that too. Back to this. So you can see there's a lot of similarities with that walking bass line all the way through. And then we've got this interlude. And then there's now John, he's a friend of mine. He comes in on a G right there. So he comes in on that G, and then the melody changes just a little bit, just like he does with each verse. There, all I'm going to do is D, E, F, D, A, B, G. And you play the G's together, and the G with the A. So you're going to do that same little interlude there with the C chord, C, and the F chord. He could be a movie star. If I could get out of this place, if he could be a movie star. Now this, he sets up that la 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 just a little bit different. He goes, then he hits a C right here, and then the B's go together, octave together. The only difference is the setup there. So we got G and B, then B and D. I only hit that once, because you're going right into the G. This is about Paul is a real estate novelist. So he comes in on the G. Now here you're going to go A, F, D, A, F, D, A, B, G. Talking to Davy, who's still in the Navy, so I lift off it each time. And then we're back to that interlude. Now here, she comes in, the waitress comes right in on top of the F and the A. Is talking politics, and the waitress. So you've got that as you're coming down. Here's the part that if it's too tough, you may just want to skip it. But this is where he goes into an ad lib. He goes into an ad lib piano solo in there. So he goes into an ad lib solo. And what I would do, if you want to practice it and get it, you can always slow it down right there, and you can just play it slower. You can play it down slower, but if you practice it slowly, if you gradually speed it up, you can get up to tempo. Now the left hand is not tough, but it's mixing the two hands together it'll stress your mind out a little bit, because you got to control both hands. A, E, G, E, F sharp, D, F, C, B, A, E, G, E, F sharp, D, F, C, B, A, E. here's a change, F sharp and D together, and then F sharp, E, F sharp, G. Now if I can remember to do it, I'll hit those, and then I hit the middle finger on this F sharp, because then you're walking down. So that part you can get. He does this twice. And the third time, he plays those two notes together. Now on the right hand, you're going to have this. A, C, D, E, E, G. So you're gonna only, that's the note right there. A, C, D, E, E, G, E, G, and A together to the C, and then back to a G, E, and then right to an F, F sharp, D, D, C, G, F, C, A, C, D, D sharp, E, G, C, then A and C together, G, E, E flat, D, C, F sharp, D, A, D, F, D and F, A, D, and then this time you go A, C, D, F, D sharp, E, G, A and C, G sharp, A, G, F sharp, E, D, and then D and A, C and D, G, then you go to G, F, B, D, G, C, E, G, F, G, D, F. So you're going to a G chord, to a what do we got? We got like a G7 right there, and then we've got back to a C chord, and then G7. So you're going G, C to a G7 to a C to a G7 right there, but he's just changing it with the bass going down. So I'm going to go slowly so you can see how the hands fit together. Now, here's the way I finger this. It works best for me to... It works best for my whole hand to jump down. You can cross them, but then where do you go from there? So I go... So you're going to go C, G, F, C, A, C, D, D sharp, E, G, C. So you're going to go A and C, G, E, E flat, D, C, F sharp, holds through these, F sharp, D and F, and then we go back to a D, A, C, D. This time you play a D sharp instead of an E, E, G, and then we go to G, then it gets easy except for the jump. You got to go. So let me go slowly again. I'll say a couple more things up. It's awkward because you're going D, F and D, D and F, A, back to a D, and down here you're playing C, F, C, B. So sometimes your hands want to mix up. That's where practicing hands separate to get the fingers to just have it, it'll work. Then play with this. So there it is. Practice its hands separately. That's the only way I was able to figure it out. And then it together and just go slowly so that you can see it. work if you want to play that. So he comes out of that and goes into Sing Us a Song, Mr. Piano Man. So you've got that So if you wanted to skip that, you could do. So you could skip the whole piano solo and go right into Sing Us a Song. The interlude. There's a pretty good crowd on a Saturday, so he comes in with a G on that, brings that G in again, right on that. Says the manager gives him a smile, then the bass is going to walk up. So you're going to walk it. So when you hit that beat, then you come in with the melody. And he's saying, match it up with the words right there, because the manager knows that it's the piano man that they're coming to see. So when you put that together, you're going to have, so they put a lot of notes in there on that. It comes in right there. So I come in right with the F and the A. That same way to get into the la la la. So what I do right there, you can play that D twice, but I just go right into Sing Us a Song. I do different is that I play this. So in the right hand you're going to play F and C, E and C, D and C. Instead of I'm going to play the A in the left hand. I'm going to play C and A, C and G, C and F. So it'll just sound a little richer. I'll go slowly. For that last chord, so you drop down and it's C, G, C, and then in the right hand we just play a C chord. So up to tempo. Now here I slow it down just slightly. So you got So there you have it. You want to see it played all the way through without the talking, you can just look at my cover for it, The Piano Man. Piano Man by Billy Joel. Great piece of music. I hope you enjoy playing it.